Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about one important drug delivery system, that is a osmotic drug delivery system. Osmotic drug delivery system is used to achieve the controlled delivery of the drug. Dear all, we know that two type of release retarding delivery is there. One is the sustained release and second one is the controlled release. In both the delivery system, release retardations that we achieve, but in sustained delivery, the release rate is not fixed. While in case of the controlled delivery, release rate is fixed. Means we can achieve the zero order kinetics in case of the control drug delivery system. So osmotic drug delivery system is the one type of controlled drug delivery system. First osmotic pump developed by two scientists, that is the Rose and Nelson, in 1955. If we talk about the advantage of the osmotic drug delivery system, then as we discussed that by this delivery system we can achieve the zero order kinetics. It is the most desirable things, okay, that we can achieve by the osmotic system. Second, delivery may be delayed or pulse according to our wish, according to our desire. We can set the proper lead time and we can delay the delivery system. We can release the drug in the pulsatile form. And most important advantage of the osmotic drug delivery system, that is the environmental response is not effective, otherwise is not capable to influence the release of drug from the formulation. For example, gastric pH is there, hydrodynamic condition is there, okay, is not so much effective over the release of the drug from the osmotic system. Actually, release of drug from osmotic system is depends on osmotic pressure created by the osmogen, is a unique property of semi-permeable membrane. Now, other advantage, the higher release rate can be achieved by the osmotic system compared to the conventional controlled drug delivery system. The release rate of the osmotic system is highly predictable. Why? Because the environmental response is not effective. So we can correlate IVIV. We can correlate the IVIV, means the in vivo in vitro correlations can be achieved in controlled drug delivery system, in osmotic drug delivery system. So that's why we can predict the release rate of drug from the formulation. These are the advantage of the osmotic drug delivery system. Now, if we talk about the basic components of the osmotic pump, so first one, that is a drug. It is the API, active pharmaceutical ingredient. It is used for the pharmacological response. Sometimes drug itself act as a osmogen, means drug is capable to produce the osmotic pressure. So in that cases, there is no need to add the additional osmogen in the formulation. But if the drug is not possess any osmotic property, means is not capable to produce the osmotic pressure, then there is need to add the suitable osmogen into the formulations. If we talk about the osmogen is also called as a osmogent. So we can select the proper osmogen on the basis of the osmotic activity and on the basis of the aqueous solubility. We require the quick actions or we require the lag time, suitable lag time. Okay, on the basis of that we have to select the suitable osmogen. Osmogen is mainly classified in two categories: inorganic osmogen and organic osmogen. In inorganic osmogen, mainly magnesium sulfate, sodium chloride, sodium sulfate, potassium chloride, and sodium bicarbonate is used. Among these, the most commonly used and most commonly known osmogen, that is the sodium chloride. Okay, generally in our routine formulation, we prefer the sodium chloride as a osmogen. And if we talk about the organic osmogen, in that two categories there. One is the water soluble osmogen and second one is the polymeric osmogen. Water soluble osmogen, in that sorbitol is there and mannitol is there. And most commonly, second priority based osmogen, that is a mannitol. Okay, we prefer the mannitol as a osmogen. So is a water soluble osmogen. And polymeric osmogen. Polymeric osmogen means what? It will create the pressure on the basis of swelling property. Sodium CMC is there, HPMC is there, HEMC is there. Okay, these are the polymer. When they absorb the water, it will swell, and due to the swelling, it will create the pressure. It will create the pressure. So that's why it is called as a polymeric based osmogen. Okay, no doubt this polymeric osmogen is used in the formulation, but it is used with additional quick osmogen. Why? Because they absorb the water, they swell. Okay, in that period means in this all the process. Okay, lag time is too long, so that's why the additional water soluble osmogen is required in the formulation when we use this polymeric osmogen. Second one, that is a semi permeable membrane. This one is the most important thing of the osmotic drug delivery system. We have to select the suitable polymer to prepare the semi-permeable membrane, and most commonly used, that is a cellulose acetate. Now, what should be the specific property of this semi-permeable membrane? So this semi-permeable membrane should be water permeable from outside to inside, but it should be impermeable to the solution from inside to outside. In simple sense, we can say that water can permeate through the membrane, but after entry inside the formulation, it will dissolve the drug, it will dissolve the osmogen, and that solution is formed. That solutions cannot permeate through the semi-permeable membrane. And the semi-permeable membrane should be rigid in character. It should not be flexible. It should be rigid in character. So this type of material should be select. Okay, they have this type of property. So that's why most commonly we use the cellulose acetate. If the cellulose acetate is not available, then as an alternative we can go for the any other hydrophobic polymer, for example ethyl cellulose. Now next important component that is used in the osmotic drug delivery system, that is a wicking agent. Now what is the role of the wicking agent? The function of the wicking agent is to draw the water to the surface inside the core of tablet, and that's why it will create the channels or network, and ultimately it will increase the surface area. Which agent can be used as a wicking agent? So silicon dioxide is there, kaolin is there, titanium dioxide is there. These are the agent which can be used as a wicking agent. Okay, SLS is there, it can be used as a wicking agent. One more important agent that is used in osmotic drug delivery system, that is a pore forming agent. This pore forming agent is not used in all the osmotic pump. It is used in some of the osmotic pump, most commonly used in PPOP. Sorry, CPOP. It is most commonly used in CPOP, controlled porosity osmotic pump. So this agent is particularly used in formulation in which we use the poorly water soluble drug. Means if only one drill is there, if only one orifice is there, then this poorly water soluble drug is not released in proper rate. Otherwise is release rate of poorly water soluble drug is very less if only one drill is there, if only one orifice is available. So in control porosity osmotic pump, we use the pore forming agent. It will create many in situ pores, and that's why the drug released from the different pores and sufficient release rate can be achieved. In pore forming agent, we can use the inorganic or organic pore forming agent. Most commonly used pore forming agent, that is the sodium chloride, sodium bromide is there, potassium chloride, calcium nitrate, glucose, fructose, mannose, and nowadays hydrophilic carriers are also used as a pore forming agent. For example, PVPK30 is there, PEG 400 is there. These are the hydrophilic carrier that can be used as a pore forming agent in coating solution. that is used to make the semi-permeable membrane. Now, which factors that affect the release of drug from the osmotic drug delivery system? So, solubility of drug. If the poorly water soluble drug is there, so ultimately the release rate of drug is comparatively less. Second factor, that is the osmotic pressure. If the osmotic pressure created by the osmogen is too high, so ultimately we can achieve the higher release rate. Third factor, that is the delivery orifice. When we prepare the orifice in semi-permeable membrane is the impermeable to the solution. So solution cannot permeate, solution cannot come out through the membrane, through the semi-permeable membrane. So it can be come out through the pores only. It can be come out through the orifice only. And that size of the orifice play the important role in the release of the drug from the formulation. And last one, that is a membrane type. Membrane is made up of which polymer? Cellulose acetate is used or any other polymer is selected for preparations of the semi-permeable membrane. What is the thickness of the membrane? Okay, everything play the important role in entry of water and in dissolutions of the drug and osmogen. So these are the factors that affect the release of the drug from the osmotic drug delivery systems. Now, how to create the orifice on membrane, on the semi-permeable membrane? So we can prepare the orifice by the mechanical drill. We can prepare by the laser drilling. Sometimes modified punch is used just to make the small orifice, and this pore former is used to prepare the orifice in situ. It is not mechanical. The orifice is not prepared mechanically. It is prepared, it is formed in situ by the dissolutions of the pore former. Okay, it is mainly used in CPOP, controlled porosity osmotic pump. Now, if we talk about the classifications of the osmotic pump, so here first one, that is the osmotic pump in form of tablet. So main two type of the osmotic tablet is there: single osmotic pump and multi-chamber osmotic pump. Single osmotic pump, in that oldest concept is that is the EOP, elementary osmotic pump. Now in this elementary osmotic pump, okay, here first figure is that simply drug and osmogen is combined and make the core tablet, and that core tablet is coated with semi-permeable membrane, that is nothing but the cellulose acetate, and in center of this tablet the small orifice is prepared, okay, by the mechanical drill, otherwise by laser drill. So when water enter through the semi-permeable membrane, it will dissolve the drug and osmogen. Osmogen will create the osmotic pressure and drug is going to release from this orifice, this center orifice. But what is the disadvantage of this EOP? The lag time for the release is too high. Release rate of drug is comparatively less. And third major disadvantage of EOP is with the release of drug, some osmogen is also going to release. And due to the decrease the concentrations of the osmogen with respect to time, the osmotic pressure is decreased. So ultimately release rate is decreased. So these formulations is not effective control release formulations. It remain control release for the some specific period of the time. Later on the release rate is going to decrease due to the wastage of osmogen through the orifice. So this is the disadvantage of this elementary osmotic pump. So main three disadvantage is the release rate is very less, lag time is more, and third one is the wastage of osmogen is occur. Now, to increase the release rate of drug from the formulation, to increase the release rate of poorly water soluble drug from the formulations, the second approach developed, that is the CPOP, that is a controlled porosity osmotic pump. So here in this controlled porosity osmotic pump, there is no need to prepare the mechanical drill. There is no need to prepare the orifice using the mechanical drilling. Okay, here with the semi permeable membrane, with this coating solutions, pore former is used. So that pore former is dissolved in the semi permeable membrane and the coat is formed. When this tablet that enter inside the body, that pore former dissolved by the gastric juice, okay, dissolve in water, and pore former is removed from the membrane. So ultimately pores is generated, many pores is generated in this way. Many pores is generated throughout the membrane, and this all the pores is available for the release of drug. So here pore is formed, orifice is formed, multiple orifice is formed in situ due to the dissolutions of the pore forming agent. So this system is called as a controlled porosity osmotic pump, and drug is going to release from this all the pores. Second one is the multi-chamber osmotic pump. Okay, in that here the center orifice is there. In that two type is there. One is the PPOP and second one is the SOTS, push pull osmotic pump. Okay, in this the drug and osmogen is divided in two compartment. In lower compartment osmogen is there, in upper compartment drug is there. Now when the water is enter through the semi permeable membrane, the lower compartment osmogen will absorb the water, it will dissolve in the water, it will create the pressure. Okay, so that's why center diaphragm is there, white line is there, that is nothing but the diaphragm. This diaphragm due to the pressure lifted to the upward directions like this. Okay, so it will create the pressure over the drug solution and drug solution is going to release. Now what is the advantage of the PPOP over the EOP and CPOP? Here the compartment of the osmogen is completely separated, so there is no wastage of the osmogen, so all the drug is released. Okay, but osmogen remain as such in the formulation, so sufficient osmotic pressure is produced by the osmogen till end, so control release can be achieved by this PPOP. Second one is the sandwich osmotic pump. In that two diaphragm is there. Okay, here two compartment is there, while in case of the sandwich osmotic pump, here three compartment is there, two diaphragm is there, top diaphragm and last diaphragm, top and bottom is the drug compartment and center is uh, osmogen, and two drill is formed at both the end. So ultimately release rate is comparatively more in sandwich osmotic tablet compared to PPOP. Here the if we talk about the osmotic capsule, the release principle from the osmotic capsule, that is same as the osmotic pump. Okay, many patented technology is there, that is the orosity, L-oros, pellets, delay release. Okay, asymmetric membrane capsule is there. Okay, Duros osmotic pump is there and Aljet osmotic pump is there. So this Duros and Aljet is the form of implantable osmotic system, but the principle of drug release that is same as the osmotic tablet. So here our osmotic drug delivery system concept is completed. So thank you very much.